love the app where you can see him. He's just getting ready to turn on the soy 15 from Macau. It's pretty accurate. There he is. Hello, cop.
Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. It's a beautiful morning here, and this morning, well, since it is morning time, morning usually means breakfast, and we're going to do a little battle of the breakfasts here this morning. I'll tell you how that's going to go down. I mean, breakfast is a treat anytime, morning, noon, or night, I guess, but more prevalent in the morning. So we're going to order several breakfasts from local eateries, very renowned local eateries. And we're gonna see which one's the best, but we have a special way to do that, and we have a special guest. So without further ado, let's jump into this and I'll tell you the rules of the game. So in short, we are going to look for English breakfast providers on Grab. We will pick the top 3 rated within 2 kilometers of where I am. So they must have a full English breakfast. They must be within 2 kilometers, and then out of those we will take the top highest 3 rated. That according to Grab. So, and then once we get the 3 breakfasts, our special guest will decide which one is the best. He's an expert. V will get second choice out of the 2 remaining, and I'll eat whatever's left. I'm sure it'll be good anyway. So let's meet our expert. So meet Graham. He's from the UK, and he knows a thing or two about an English breakfast.
So what kind of breakfast we having this morning?
Full English, please.
Full English? How would you like your eggs?
Scrambled.
Scrambled, not stirred?
No.
Okay. All right. Bread, brown or white? Any preference?
White toast.
White toast, lovely. That's how I like mine.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's get it ordered up.
So Graham has no idea where we're ordering from. He's just here to see which one is the best one, the one that looks the best. The first restaurant is the Sportsman. And although we use Grab for the rating points, so they're all on equal ground, I chose to order from Hungry Now because their big breakfast was a lot cheaper. So I'll talk about that later. But our second choice was the Robin Hood Tavern here. And they have a full English as well, a little bit more money, but should be good. Then third, last but not least, Nicky's. Nicky's on Soy Bacau, basically right around the corner from me. All these places are very close to me. They were very highly rated, and I've had meals at all of these places and have never been disappointed. So I think they're all very reputable choices. But keeping in that criteria of less than 2 kilometers and the 3 highest rated for the full English.
Wow, first one's already here. It was only like 10 minutes. The thing said I still had till 9:30, 9:35. It's only 9:25 and they're here. They called me and said they're at the front gate, so I'm on my way. Gotta rush down. Then I'll just hang out there and get all the rest of them.
So our first breakfast to arrive was the one we ordered from the Sportsman, and then we ordered that through Hungry Now. And this was actually my first encounter with Hungry Now. I had never used them before, but I noticed that they had the big breakfast from the Sportsman was a lot cheaper there, like about 70, 80 baht. So probably a minute later, a gentleman from Grab arrived with the breakfast from the Robin Hood Tavern. I met all these guys at the gate. That was just easier.
I said the first 2 are down, which actually I'm getting them in the exact order of how I ordered them. So I have the Sportsman first, and then Robin Hood came, and Nicky's was the last.
Yeah, due to a little glitch, I had a couple minutes between the time I ordered the second and third breakfasts from my computer, so I had a couple minutes here to wait.
The one from the Sportsman looks much bigger and heavier. I'm not sure why. We'll find out. We get up to the room, we'll find out. Well, our expert will find out. So. Also, I think the bag from the Hungry Now is a little bit more professional. It's a nice paper bag with their logo. Just got like a real generic bag from the Grab, but who cares about the bag? We're here for the food. I love the app where you can see him. He's just getting ready to turn on the soy 15 from Macau. I love how you can actually track it. It's pretty accurate. It should be. There he is. Hello, cop. Hello, cop.
So yeah, with the last breakfast delivered, I just thought I'd lay them all out there so you can see, and I'll label them for you in case you want to keep score at home. But we will begin the unboxing part of this next.
All right, the last one just showed up. Actually, each one took about exactly the same amount of time, considering because I ordered them in sequence. So let's go up and give them to the expert. All right, time for the unboxing. We'll start with this one. It'll be number one. I'll tell you what number one was later, but number one, I guess that's bread.
Wow.
Okay, and bread. Yeah. No coffee, no drink of any kind. That's what was in the bag. So, but it is a full English. I hope there's beans in there. Anyway, that's going to be number one. This is just bread. Let's put that off to the side. That's number one. Okay, so this is going to be number two. And this looks like, looks like beans, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Bread, white bread, just like we ordered. So this is number two. All right. A good look at that. And then I'm going to do this like this. How about that? Then, number three, right off the bat, comes with a drink, water. But I think that's from Hungry Now. I think that's the way they advertise their service. Very nicely packed. This box, kind of the same as that. Looks like you got toast and beans in there. Butter. Butter. I don't know if I see butter in there.
This one's actually toast. That just looks like it, isn't it?
Okay, and then this one, okay, is there like that. So this is going to be number three. Just to review, number three. Now, number three, I can see right off the bat is the only one that came with the you call that black pudding? Is that what it's called?
Black pudding.
Okay. Number two, right here, also has a tomato. I don't know that number three had a tomato. And this was number one. There's number one. Number one, I don't know that there's beans in there unless they're buried. And aren't beans like a requirement for the English breakfast?
Generally.
But you're not allowed to taste nothing, but you can poke around.
I'm just looking for the beans. It's got fried potatoes, mushrooms.
There was no beans, but they gave you, what,
and the
three
bread's
pieces?
not toasted either. Well, it is, but it's not. It's not toasted in the traditional way.
This one is toasted, but it's only one slice, mind you. And it looks like they've given you jelly in there.
Yeah, marmalade.
Oh, marmalade,
We would call
okay.
marmalade, you would call jelly.
Jelly, jam, whatever.
Obviously butter. Where's the,
Now-
they've got butter. They've got,
They have a followed instruction. Each one has the scrambled eggs. Because if you remember when we took Graham's order, he ordered scrambled eggs. So they all got that right. I'm happy for that.
And
Not sure that any of these have the marmalade or jelly except number three. Number three has the marmalade jelly. And some of them don't even have butter. See, we also have butter on number three. And I don't believe we have butter. And I've cleaned out the bags. So,
presentation, looking at it, you go 1, 2, 3. To look at straight away.
you're just on presentation alone, you would take number three as being number one.
Black pudding would appeal to me. Mm-hmm. The bacon is not crispy as you would have it.
Right. You like
The
that.
toast looks toasted.
That's toasted. I would say that's toasted, yeah.
These have been shown the grill, but they're not really toasted. They're just like red.
Yeah. They've been shown the grill. I love that.
Got marmalade if you want it.
Right.
That's your beans.
That's your beans.
Over here, I don't think there is any. There's no butter. So you've got dry bread and it's not really toasted.
Correct.
The eggs look nice. Mushrooms look nice.
They do.
Hash brown, potato bacon looks nice.
I think the tomato looks nice too.
Yes, it does. These are close, but obviously you're failing with the butter and they're not really toasted. Yeah, there's no beans on this one. There's no butter and it's not really toasted. As I would look at toast.
So, the big question I gotta ask them: which one do you want to eat? That's what's important.
Number one.
Well, which is really number 3. Remember,
No,
because you're looking at it backwards.
Yeah, I went 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So this is our number 3, and that is his number 1 choice.
Choice,
And then if there was a second choice, you would pick this one.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, order.
So there you go. So let's get this all set up, and he can have his dining experience here.
So our next selector will be V. She gets to choose from the remaining 2 that are left.
This one or this one? Huh? Alnita.
Yeah.
Okay, so V has picked number 2, which was Graham's number 2 choice. So V doesn't get a choice of this one at all.
So with breakfasts number 3 and 2 gone to Graham and V respectively, that leaves breakfast number 1 for me.
One thing I'll say about number 1 is the sausages
Sausage
look
looks
really
nice.
good. The
There's
sausages
2 of
look
those
really good.
quite big sausages as well.
So, and I'm not even sure. Yeah, there's a nice sausage hiding under here too in the number 3, the one you picked. Look at that sausage. It almost looks like a brat under there. That's quality, man. That's quality.
Mushrooms underneath.
I gotta agree with you.
As well.
I gotta agree with you. This is the best presentation. Even came with the bottle of water.
Yeah.
Oh, so it is 2.
And then there's mushrooms under there as well.
It is 2 pieces of bread. Just one's fried bread under here and one
so you've got a
toast.
choice of fried and, which I love both.
Yeah, I got to tell you, man, I would probably pick that one and just offload the blood
I
pudding.
mean, they
and
might
black
look
pudding
a
and
bit
stuff like
different.
that. It's time. The next game, I'm going to tell Graham the 3 restaurants I ordered from. But I'm going to see if he can guess whose is whose. So hold on for that. Okay. So the 3 restaurants I ordered from are Nicky's on Soy Bacow, the Robin Hood Tavern at the Avenue Mall, just right around the corner here, and the Sportsman. The Sportsman is on Soy 13. We had Thanksgiving dinner there last year. I have been in there, have done a video. That's the 3 restaurants, Graham. So if you had to guess, that it's not going to affect your choice. You still get to eat this one regardless, okay? But if you were to guess whose is whose, what would be your your guesses? Dun 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 dun.
Nicky's,
Okay.
Robin Hood,
Okay.
Sportsman.
Okay.
So our expert has spoken. Let's watch an instant replay of that, and as we go, I'll score each one of his choices. Let's see how he did.
Nicky's,
Okay.
Robin Hood,
Okay.
Sportsman.
Okay. So that's Graham's guess here. Nicky's, Robin Hood, Sportsman.
So yeah, I think Graham was a little disappointed. After all, he went 0 for 3 in the restaurant guess-off. But what this was really about was which one looked the most appealing to him and which one he wanted to eat. So there you go. First, second, third place, according to Graham, Sportsman, Nicky's, and on the right side, the Robin Hood.
They all are delicious. There's no losers. I just thought we'd play a little game with this, and Graham being an English breakfast expert, I couldn't say no to that. All right, it's time to chow down. Let me get him a fork. Robin Hood did not come with beans. I'm not sure why. I think that's the big thing, right? For an English breakfast not to have beans.
Not toasted. I didn't get that.
Nicky's stepped up with the beans. Very nice. But the Sportsman wins. Now, we got to talk about prices because it's also, although all of these were within about 30 baht of each other. I just went through and did the receipts and the cost, and I'll show them to you on the screen. But the interesting thing, and it's not a big difference between any of these, but it kind of goes in inverse order from our choice. The number 1 pick, our expert picked, was actually the cheapest breakfast.
So yeah, as I alluded to earlier, I selected the Hungry Now app to order from the Sportsman because it was so much cheaper. It was like a savings of about 100 baht off of Grab. So right there, it was 192 for that big breakfast. Fantastic deal right now. Now, Nicky's came in at 203. Real solid deal. That was Graham's number 2 choice. And his number 3 choice was the Robin Hood Tavern. So here it is. Now, here's the error. That clearly shows it comes with beans. So I think it was just an oversight, them not putting the beans in there. But that came in at 249 baht, and it was his third choice. I think knowing the prices, I would definitely go with the one from the Sportsman. I think it was the heaviest bag, came with a bottle of water. I think that's compliment to Hungry Now that does that. It came very promptly, and there was tons of stuff. And how'd you like it? Was it good? Very good.
Absolutely recommend.
Would you go back and eat it?
Oh yeah.
He's ate most of it. He's still working on it.
Still working.
I beat him done. But I didn't have the beans. Mine's done. So yeah, in case you're wondering, he did finish it after the filming. He eventually finished every crumb, so I can vouch for that. I'll validate that. And he said he was filled to the gills, stuffed to the gills. So that's a high compliment to be able to, satisfy Graham. He's a big eater. So there you go. Now, like I said, I did have a criteria here. I'm not saying who's the best English breakfast in Pattaya. That's not what this is. It was just from the criteria I laid out. The highest rated ones on the Grab app within 2 kilometers of my location. So that's how I did it today for this little reindeer game. But I hope you enjoyed it. And we all enjoyed our breakfast. V loved hers. I loved mine. And Graham sure ate all his. That's for sure. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this one off here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.